All right, so I posted a video on YouTube. I just got home at like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. I was chilling with my cousin all day, um, and it was like the second episode. Like, so how does that work? I get a lot of questions about a lot of different things, but we're gonna focus on so how does that work? This is just the non-whispering version. Um, so, well, first things first, I do have medication I have to pay for. So if any of y'all want to send me like some money, that'd be dope. It's $LILWISH on Cash App. That'd be dope as fuck because I do have expensive medications that I take. And actually, so I'm in Florida now, so Medicaid is kind of hard to transfer, so I've been paying out of pocket type shit. But anyways, that's just a side piece. So um, so how does that work? Airplanes. I usually don't twitch that much on airplanes. I usually go right to sleep, just because there are so many eyes on me, and I'm not trying to bother anyone in front of me or around me. But sometimes you will see me like kind of do that, like. But it's usually a lot lighter, just because there's a lot of people I don't know there. So you probably won't see me twitching on an airplane. Same with like people say I could never take you around like on a heist or like do something illegal, go rob somebody, and I'm like, well, if we had to hide from the cops, I'm pretty sure it's important enough to where I will be as still and quiet as possible. So if something is important enough in my mind, I'll probably make it important enough to where I don't move or say shit or make any noise. So there is a level of control there. There is a level of control. Like I think one of my psychiatrists noticed it first. Like he was like, "Well, you're really polite. You have you maintain eye contact with whoever you're having a conversation with, but you take all the time that you need to twitch when people aren't looking." He said every time I look down at the paper, that's when you decided to switch. And I was like, fuck, is that true? I guess it is. So I guess that's why I kind of surrounded myself with people when I was a kid. Because when I was in public, I didn't twitch at all. But, when I got home, I would let it all out. I'd scream like a fucking demon, like a pterodactyl, you feel me? And I'd hit myself. I used to have bruises and shit. But as soon as somebody opened the door, tick stopped. So usually when eyes are on me, that's when I fucking stop. But as the years went by, I still surround myself with people. I'm still a social butterfly, but I still fucking twitch. You feel me? So another thing, tattoos. I'm not trying to fuck up my tattoo guy, so I, deem that as worthy to stay still for a prolonged period of time. Now, sometimes I do have to be like, all right, hold up, stop, and just get it out, you feel me? Then, all right, continue. But for the most part, I think most of them are, I've had 33, 34 tattoos all across my body. And I think I've been pretty much still for most of them, all of them. The only one that I haven't, that I actually did twitch for, was this rib piece. And it was exactly at the wrong time. He was working on the hand and fucked up her hand. So, R.I.P. to her hand. And then also bathrooms. I've broken like 15 toilet seats. I've had to replace most of them. I've broken a whole toilet tank before, just from like doing that. So yeah, it's really hard for me to take a shit. Well, I mean, it's not hard, but it's just hard to keep the toilet intact. You feel me? And then showers. So I have fallen once or twice in a shower before, especially when I first get my socks off. My feet are sweaty as fuck. You feel me? So it's really actually one of the most dangerous things I do on a daily basis is take a fucking shower. And I didn't think about it. I'm only on the inside of the shower, but I'm not outside the bathroom, so I don't know what it's like hearing me take a shower, with the door closed. I know what's going on. I'm like stomping and like hitting myself, low-key spanking myself. And, saying, fuck, shit, oh, fuck, oh my God, fuck, And I realized one of my roommates was like, I had this girl over, and she was like, is everything okay in there? We're like, what's going on? He was like, oh, he's just taking a shower. And I didn't realize that sounded normal for us. But to her, she was like, that's what taking a shower is for him? Sounds like he's fighting World War III. I could have been fighting a fucking dragon in there. I could have, I could have been just beating the shit out of somebody or myself. Like, I can only imagine what goes through someone's mind hearing what's going on in the fucking shower while I'm taking a shower. And then I come out, and I'm just, dried off and dressed and ready to go. Acting semi-normal, even though I just fucking bombed the shit out of the shower, in noise mode. Haircuts are kind of like the same thing as tattoos. You don't want to fuck the guy up, so it's like an itch. Like if you're getting like an itch, like on your head, you're like, okay, I gotta scratch this itch. You can you have like three options. You can wait, and it'll eventually build up, and you're like, oh, fuck, I gotta scratch it. Or you can wait, and it'll go away. That urge to scratch the itch will go away. Or it can just be like, hey, yo, I gotta scratch my head real quick. Hold on, and just scratch it. So those are like ticks in my mind. Something in the back of my mind is telling me to do this, and it feels like a fucking itch. It's not a sneeze, it's not a spasm, it's not like an involuntary. It kind of is voluntary, to be honest. I kind of choose to do it, but it's like a hard choice not to make, man. Imagine if the devil was telling you to hit yourself in the balls. Well, the devil's a bad example, but, say God was telling you to hit yourself in the balls. You can't really say no. You could say no, but how many people are going to say no? You got to at least give in at least once. And I have actually hit myself on the right testicle a couple of times. And all I can do is laugh because did I just fucking do that? Yeah, I did. So it's kind of like what the fuck? It definitely is not fun. Anyways, how does that work? So writing. I suck balls at writing or drawing, which I think is more just for my lazy, I don't really give a fuck about writing, so my handwriting's horrible. Also, I just don't color in the lines. I'm not good at drawing. It's not fun for me. So anything that's not fun for me is totally like I'm just fucking banging out the walls. Also, a lot of people ask about my dick, if it twitches. It does not. I don't know why you fucks always ask, does your dick twitch? That's like the first question people ask. I don't really get why. It's just the world, man. And same with sex. They're like, so how does it work during sex? When I'm doing something I love, I don't do it at all. So like basketball, soccer, skating, rapping, being on stage, comedy. I don't fucking twitch at all. I'm in the zone, you feel me? I'm in the fucking zone, doing what I love. So same with sex. I have accidentally headbutted 2 people in the teeth, but that's just because I didn't know their head was there. And my Tourette's was pretty bad, so sorry to those 2 people. Yeah, so it all really depends on the day and how I'm feeling and if I've taken my medication type shit. If I'm on the right medication. If yesterday was good, if I had like enough social activity, that's a big one. If I have social activity, then I feel like I had enough fun and it kind of drains out the negative shit in my mind. So. But if I just don't have any fucking physical or like social activity, like my fucking brain is just always fucking haywire. I'm like almost like FOMO, like I'm just missing out on something. Did anybody have to do something fun yesterday? Fuck, oh my god, fuck, god damn it, no, you know. So, and yeah, so that's another. So how does that work? This was kind of inspired by my ex girlfriend's daughter. She was like, "Wait, so he gets on like buses and like goes on an airplane. So how the fuck does that work?" And she was like, "What do you mean? How does that work? Like, so he has like Tourette's. Like, what happens?" And this is me explaining what happens during situations. Like if I'm riding a bike, I do twitch on a bike a lot more than um, skateboards and shit. Just because I don't know. I feel like there's a seat, so I can. It's a little safer. Also, it's definitely not as safe as like you would think, because I definitely have like swerved like pretty bad just because of the handlebar. And let's see. What else, man? Oh, I hate fucking putting up decorations. Like Christmas, fuck Christmas, man. Like, I can tell you how many times my dad fucking told me to hang up lights or like putting ornaments on the Christmas tree. Just fuck that. I'm just moving way too much to even fucking participate in any of that shit. But they always made me, and I didn't give a fuck about how anything looked. It's okay. Christmas sucks anyways. The presents are the only fucking thing that's good. And it's not fucking Jesus' birthday. It's totally fucking not. It's a fucking lie. Also, Santa Claus is a lie, so fuck that shit. So, yeah, Christmas is a no-no for me. Thanksgiving, however, is dope. I have not once dropped a single plate or anything. Also, I'm a server, so, or like a waiter, so whenever I'm carrying like a tray of cups or food, I've had people like, "Wow, what the fuck?" I'm like, "What? You're carrying like 8 cups?" I'm like, "So what, bro?" Like, I deem the other people's, like, if I hold your drink in my hand, I'm not gonna spill it because it's your drink. I don't want to spill your drink. It's important for me to get that drink to you. If it's my drink, however, I'm drinking it, so I'll usually just go ahead and like twitch and like, if it spills on me, it spills on me, because it's my drink. I don't, if I'm drinking it, it's going wherever it's going. It's not that important because it's mine. It's things come and go for me. Material objects and food and shit is from when it comes to me, like, you can't take it when you die. So fuck it. You feel me? If you don't feel me, well, sorry. You feel me is more of a rhetorical question in this situation, and that's one of my pet peeves. Actually, is people that talk at you, which is basically what I'm doing right now. But it's more like a mirror. But people that talk at you, they ask these rhetorical questions, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And they don't actually need a fucking answer for that question. I've definitely been like, no, I have no clue what you feel like, and they just keep fucking talking. I want to talk. Also, I don't know what the fuck you mean. Can you please explain? Fucking rhetorical question asking motherfucker. A lot of people do that. A lot of people fucking talk at people like a brick fucking wall. Not like a person. It's like objectifying with conversation. It's fucking stupid. But yeah, so if aliens were abducting people and I had to hide, I would be quiet as fuck. You wouldn't catch me twitching. You wouldn't catch me making any noises because I'm not trying to get abducted, motherfucker. So that's another. It's hide and seek, same. I can also be still during hide and seek, like still as fuck, like I can hide under the blankets and make myself look like a rock, type shit. If I know you're in there. Now, if you're not in there and I can tell, I'm probably gonna like move or twitch or like scratch myself, But so I could win at hide and seek. I have won for like a good hour of hide and seek, and then I'm like, fuck this, and they can't find me, so I'm just gonna reveal myself, So I can be good at hide and seek. Um, and recording, I've recorded since I was 21, 22, and some days, like especially, I used to have a lot of chains, and in one of my songs, you can hear me like kind of twitch with the chains, and they're swinging and shit. So, it does happen every now and then. Um, but that's once again just because I'm more like alone. If I'm on stage, like I was born for the stage. Like I'm just in my zone, just jumping up and down, singing all my lyrics, um, and kind of just having fun. That when I'm having fun, that's when it doesn't come out. Like on the soccer field, I've got no tics whatsoever. I think also the physical activity might have something to do with that. Um, but you won't catch me like punching myself in the face or like spanking myself, you know, on the basketball court or football field or anything like that. Focus and drive and the chance to win. I just love the fucking chance to win. Playing video games. I actually do Twitch every time I die. I have this one Twitch. Like if I'm playing Call of Duty every time I die, I just have to go like. So, I have to have a couch behind me sometimes, but sometimes I just kind of stomp on the ground, you know. All depends on the day, like I said. Everything is all fucking depends on like when I had enough water, whether I had enough sleep, whether I had enough social shit happen yesterday, whether I'm drunk, whether I don't know, just like anxiety. There's all kinds of factors. So, um, yeah, I think this is it's about 17 minutes. I feel like that's a good. So how does that work? Episode. There's gonna be more frequently asked questions episodes coming at you because I have a lot of frequently asked questions. I can think of any right now, but I'll write them down and I'll answer them for you. And if you have any questions, like go ahead and leave them in the comments and hell, text me. If you have my number, just text me the question. Actually, I did get a new number, so Snapchat me or Instagram me or TikTok me or whatever, So, all right, want you out.